Third Chinese spy balloon may be operating near U.S. interests after first was shot down on Biden's orders. A third Chinese spy balloon is likely operating near U.S. interest, according to military officials. The first balloon was taken out over the Atlantic near Myrtle Beach, South Carolina at around 2:39 p.m. on Saturday, where residents reported hearing and feeling the blast from shore. An anonymous source told the Washington Post about the presence of two more spy balloons, one over Latin America and a third one operating in an unknown location. Another source told the outlet that Beijing was freaked by the incident. "They're in a very tough place," said this person, "and have very few cards to play right now." President Joe Biden gave a thumbs-up sign earlier Saturday when asked if the U.S. planned to shoot the suspected spy balloon down. U.S. Secretary of Defense Lloyd J. Austin III confirmed to the Washington Post that a U.S. fighter jet assigned to the U.S. Northern Command successfully brought down the high-altitude surveillance balloon. Austin said that the balloon was used by the PRC in an attempt to surveil strategic sites in the continental United States. A single AIM-9X air-to-air missile fired from an F-22 fighter jet that flew out of Langley Air Force Base in Virginia shot down the balloon, a senior defense official told Politico. According to a senior defense official, the surveillance balloon's overflight of U.S. territory was of intelligence value to us. "We were able to study and scrutinize the balloon and its equipment, which has been valuable. The recovery of the balloon's debris will be fairly easy as it's in 45 feet of water, which is much shallower than expected," the official said. U.S. officials were reportedly also able to block the airship from gathering intel, per CNN. The U.S. military took down the balloon with the full support of the Canadian government, according to Austin. He then thanked Canada for its contribution to tracking and analysis of the balloon. The Federal Aviation Administration closed down 3 airports and restricted airspace in parts of North Carolina and South Carolina. All operations at Charleston, Myrtle Beach, and Wilmington airports are paused until 2:45 p.m. on Saturday for national security initiatives, according to the FAA. The FAA has since resumed flights out of the 3 airports affected and other airspace has been reopened as of 3:14 p.m. on Saturday. President Joe Biden vowed to take care of the alleged spy balloon floating over the United States earlier Saturday. The aircraft was spotted over a nuclear missile base in Montana earlier this week and has since been observed over North Carolina on Saturday. The military plans to stop the airship over the Atlantic, according to a senior U.S. official who talked to ABC News, as it was en route to exit the East Coast Saturday afternoon. Biden said, "We're gonna take of it," as he left Air Force One with his son Hunter Saturday morning at Hancock Field Air National Guard Base in upstate New York. Violation of sovereignty. Secretary Austin said on Saturday. Today's deliberate and lawful action demonstrates that President Biden and his national security team will always put the safety and security of the American people first while responding effectively to the PRC's unacceptable violation of our sovereignty. The White House didn't want to shoot the balloon down over domestic soil as they feared risk to American lives and worried about igniting an international incident, according to officials. Falling debris from the attack on the airship could cause casualties, which is why officials decided against it earlier this week. Secretary Austin said that on Wednesday. President Biden authorized the balloon to be taken down as soon as the mission could be accomplished without undue risk to American lives under the balloon's path. On Friday, China said that the balloon does belong to Beijing, but said it was a civilian device used for scientific research such as meteorology. But, Pentagon Press Secretary Brig Gen Pat Ryder has denied the Chinese government's claims. "We are aware of the statement," Ryder said. "However, the fact is, we know that it's a surveillance balloon. And I'm not going to be able to be more specific than that. We do know that the balloon has violated U.S. airspace and international law, which is unacceptable," Ryder added. And so we've conveyed this directly to the PRC at multiple levels. Officials from Horry County, South Carolina warned residents to not touch, move, or remove any debris they may find on the coastline. Such items are part of a federal investigation and tampering could interfere in that investigation, Director of Public Information Michaela Moskoff said. People are advised to call their local authorities if they see debris. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken has postponed his visit to China that he was expected to embark on this Friday reportedly because of the airship incident. On Friday, the Pentagon said that another Chinese balloon was spotted over Latin America, but did not give the exact location. News outlets in Costa Rica reported on Thursday that a similar-looking aircraft was spotted above the country's western coast, per Politico. China reacts. China has reportedly expressed strong dissatisfaction and protest against the balloon being shot down. A statement from the country's foreign ministry added that Washington was overreacting and seriously violating international practice. China expresses its strong dissatisfaction and protest against the U.S. use of force to attack civilian unmanned aircraft, read the statement. The Chinese side has repeatedly informed the U.S. side after verification that the airship is for civilian use and entered the U.S. due to force majeure. It was